Or some people right off the bat, you know, oh, this gonna be a breeze. Such and such work is gonna be a breeze. Like, I ain't gotta do nothing all night. Ain't nobody getting a shower. Everybody getting bed baths. Alright, you all, I am your fave nurse B. Thanks for coming back to my channel. I'm in the car with the kids. We out doing stuff, living life. So I'm sorry if y'all can hear all my freaking air and let me turn off the radio. But I do want to do a video. I did get a email from one of my wonderful subscribers. She is just graduated as an LPN, I believe she graduated as an LPN. I have to look at it. But I know she just graduated as a nurse, and she's gonna start working in the facility on night shift. And she said that she didn't realize she was gonna be the charge nurse, so she's a little like, oh my goodness, like what the heck. And then on top of that, she's never worked in healthcare. So I'm doing this video for anyone who may feel nervous or you don't know what to expect. Since you've never worked in healthcare, you've never done anything in healthcare, and you're like, okay, I'm going to be going into this new role. People are going to be looking at me to do things and to know things, and I don't know even anything about healthcare as far as working in it. So let me start off by saying that, first off, feeling nervous, not really knowing what to expect is normal for anyone, no matter if you've been in it before or if you haven't. Secondly, I like to say that you might think that, oh, since I don't have experience in healthcare or experience as a CNA, how am I going to be a good nurse, this, that, and the third? Just know that there's pros and cons to already being in healthcare. One of the, yeah, that's my 1-year-old back there. She's like, whatever, I'm ready to get up out of here and run around. But anywho, one of the things that I would definitely say is a pro for not working in healthcare yet is that you don't know what to expect. And I know you're like, wait, but I don't know what to expect. I should be nervous. The thing is you go in with a clean slate. You go in without having any type of like preconceived notions. You go in like ready to learn, ready to take on whatever's there, and you see it from a fresh, clean perspective. Whereas somebody who might have started off as a CNA going into becoming a nurse, they might think, oh, this is gonna be a breeze. I can just sit at the nurse's station and do nothing. Or somebody going from CNA to a nurse might feel like, oh, you know, oh, okay, y'all. Might feel like that they know everything. Oh, I got this. I know what nurses do. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Or they might go into it kind of jaded already because they've already been in the field before. And so they can kind of jade you. Being in the field already can jade you. It can, it can, I would say, make you not like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed about things. So starting off new, being new is not a bad thing. There's pros and cons to everything. Let me straighten out the camera a little bit. But yeah, there's pros and cons to everything. So keep that in mind, you know. Go in with as much confidence as you can, but know that whether or not you have the experience of being in the field or not, you're new. So it's gonna be a little bit tougher for you to begin with. It's normal. Everybody has been there before, including your fave nurse B. So keep those two things in mind. The next thing I would say is do as much research as you can. A lot of my videos, I go into depth telling you all, you know, what to expect, where I'm coming from, what I do on a daily basis. And you can also ask me more questions, specific questions, and I'll do more videos about them. But watch videos to get a kind of idea. And then something that I suggest with everybody with pretty much anything is join Facebook groups. There's plenty of Facebook groups for nurses, nursing students, CNAs, people who just based off the area that you're in. Sometimes there's Facebook groups just for like your school. You and your classmates can start a Facebook group. Like that, to me, getting into those groups, asking questions, looking at some of the stuff that people put out there is really going to help you to get a better idea of what to expect. It helps to kind of ease some of that anxiety, because the reason why a lot of people have anxiety is because they fear that it's fear of the unknown. You don't know what to expect, so you're just anxious, like, oh my goodness, what's going to happen? That's anxiety. So learning as much about it as possible is going to be very helpful. But at the end of it all, you're going to be new. You're not going to really know until you start doing it. Something else that you could do is you could volunteer. So you could do like just flat out go to a facility, talk to their administrator and be like, hey, I'm a nursing student, or I just graduated. Or I would say probably do it while you're in nursing school. Like, I don't have any nursing experience and I just want to see, maybe could I volunteer here, yada yada yada. You could do it at a hospital. You could volunteer at different like health, what do you call them, like any type of things that are coming up in your area that are related around health, like health fairs and stuff like that, just to get you more acclimated with talking to people, being around people, asking them medical questions, or just being around people and being in that role of being the educator or being the one that people have to come to expect something from. That will give you more confidence of being able to know how to communicate with people and how to be in that, like, that role of responsibility, I guess. I know this lighting is off, y'all, and I know I'm not looking the cutest today, but we getting these videos done, okay? I'm in the city now, y'all. When you be driving in the city, people don't want to stop. If you stop all the way at the stop sign, they start honking at you like you're supposed to do a rolling stop. Child. Okay, so yeah, volunteering is going to help. Doing any type of shadowing. If you know any nurses, ask them, can you shadow them? If you know any CNAs, just talk to people, network, put yourself out there. Yeah, I wish I had more like concrete things to tell you all, but it's really just going to come down to you doing it and you knowing in your mind that, okay, I'm new to this, I'm going to learn, I'm going to get better. Trust me, you're going to get, like, you're going to be on point, y'all. You're going to do a lot better than you think if you just go in with an open mind and be willing to do things and jump out there and just take charge and get things done. Now, she asked about specifically, like, she was concerned about, how am I going to be a leader? How am I going to tell people what to do? How am I going to assert myself? Now, this is something that I think a lot of people come out of nursing school with. How am I going to do that? Like, I've never been in a position to assert myself to people, or I don't want to come off, you know, being mean, or coming off like negative, or coming off like a bitch. Like, I don't want to come off like that. Like, I don't know how I'm going to do with that. And I totally get it, because I'm one of those people. I would like to think that I see things from all different perspectives, and I see that I can understand why somebody didn't do something, or I can understand why a CNA might be like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I gotta do all this, it's not gonna be able to get done. But me as a nurse, I know that I have to say, look, we gotta at least try, we have to, you know, work as a team, yada yada yada. But I understand how it is to work short, being tired, feeling overwhelmed, things like that. So I can see it from both ends, but at the end of the day, the job has to be done. And the only way you're gonna start feeling confident in being able to assert yourself is by asserting yourself. And it doesn't have to come off mean, it doesn't have to come off aggressive, but what you have to realize is that this is your responsibility. Your patients are your responsibility. And I can't really give you the blue point of do this and do this and do this and do this and it's gonna work, and all your CNAs and everybody's gonna respect you and love you at the same time. No, that's not gonna be the case. You're just gonna sometimes have to just look people in the face and be like, look, I need for you to do this right now. It is what it is. And either they gonna do it or they're not gonna do it, because just you saying it is not gonna make them do it. And that's one of the reasons why I really don't like bedside care, is because I'm really not into supervising people. I really do not like it, especially because I feel like we don't always give our CNAs and the people that are under us, well, I don't want to say like under us like in a demeaning way, but people who are under you as a nurse, we as in the facility, they don't always give CNAs the best resources that they need to fulfill their job. There's plenty of CNAs that I know to come to work, they want to do X, Y, and Z for their patients, but realistically they cannot do it. And then they start seeing every single day it's the same thing. Every time I come in, I got to give her a shower because such and such didn't give it to them yesterday. Now I got 4 or 5 showers to give. I can't keep doing this. I understand that a lot of times it's just we don't give them the right resources, and the whole system is just screwed, y'all. And I know this is probably discouraging, but I'm telling y'all like it is. Like, the whole system is screwed. So the nurse is really like the middleman or middle woman that has to deal with it, because the system is messed up. We have to tell the aides to do certain things, and we know for sure they don't have the resources to do them. But if it doesn't get done, it falls right back on the nurse. And what do you do with it? What can you do with it? That's why I say the whole system is screwed, y'all. Like, yeah, I'm sorry, I want this video to be encouraging and things like that, but I'm going to be realistic with you all. But not all places are the same. Not all nursing homes are the same. And you just have to come to it with the most positive outlook possible, but of course be realistic to what can and cannot be done. Now, there are some people that are going to try to play you for a fool because you're new and you're bright-eyed, bushy tail, you don't really know, you don't want to come off aggressive, da 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 da. they're gonna come for you. But after a while, you're gonna start being able to see, okay, who's real, who's not real, who's trying to, you know, who's trying to have one over on me and who's not. You're gonna start seeing that. But what I would say is with anything, and I have a video talking about my top tips for new nurses, definitely go check that out. I feel like that was a very informative video. It was like one of the first videos I did. But the most important thing is you have to understand that facility, and you have to see what's going on. You have to start seeing how people work, seeing how people do things, because you as a nurse might be thinking, she ain't doing nothing, she just sitting around. This aide is not a good aide. But then you go around and look at your patients, all your patients is clean, the beds is dry, the room smell good, like okay, I guess she is doing something. Or you might think this aide that's all in your face, like, oh yeah, I'll do this, I'll do that, or my patients love me. Then you go around, do your rounds, the beds is wet, patients soaking wet, body broke down, like what the heck is happening? Room smell like urine, got dirty briefs in the trash can, like okay, yeah. So you have to sit back and look at your team and see who you're working with, and then you have to build on yourself and go from there. But like I said, the only way to do it is to do it. If you know you need something, people treat you the way that you teach them to treat you. And what was I watching? I was watching something that said that, and it's so true. Have you ever been around somebody and you know, like, oh, I can't play no games around her, like she ain't gonna let me play no games with her? Or some people right off the bat, you know, oh, this gonna be a breeze, such and such work, it's gonna be a breeze, like I ain't gotta do nothing all night, ain't nobody getting a shower, everybody getting bed baths. People just know what to expect from you. It's based off how you had to teach them how to deal with you. You have to teach them how to respect you, and you only do that by what you put out there. That's the only way. And like I said, this is something I'm still working on, because I know the system is flawed. So half the time I just be like, you know what, how the heck they gonna do this? Like, how can they do this? Like, they have 2 aides and we got 60 patients on the floor. I can't sit here and tell them to do X, Y, and Z. It ain't gonna get done. It just ain't gonna get done. And me, I'm the only nurse with these 60 patients, so I really can't do it. So it's just like, it can become discouraging. But then again, you have to assert yourself, and there's some things that you cannot compromise on, and you will see that. You will know. It will just take time for you to do it, but you have to get yourself out of that comfort zone, and you have to just assert yourself. You have to, if there's something that needs to get done, say it again, look them in the eyes, speak to them as human beings. But just know that it's gonna take time, it's gonna take work, and you know, I get you don't want to ruffle any feathers. I totally understand that, but I'm telling you, if you don't do it, it's gonna fall on you. If whatever issues are happening, it's gonna fall on you. You're gonna have to answer to these patients, to the patients' families, to the doctors, to people over you, administrators, DONs. Shoot, you might mess around, have to answer to the courts based off of something that you could have told an aide to do, or you could have looked behind an aide and make sure they did it, but you didn't want to assert yourself. You didn't want to come off, you know, too aggressive, or you didn't want to ruffle any feathers, and now it's all falling back on you. So I know everybody wants a step-by-step of exactly how to do things, but it just comes down to you putting yourself out there and following your intuition, seeing how everything is going, and then going from there. And you're gonna do well. Everybody starts off new. Shoot, I want to go work in the ER, and I'm terrified to do that. But I know that that's something I really want to do, and the only way I'm gonna get better and sharpen up my clinical skills is just doing it, making it happen. It ain't nothing to it but to do it, baby. So I appreciate you emailing me. I appreciate you supporting my channel, watching my videos, and I'm glad that you find them helpful. If you all have any more video requests, any ideas, anything, let me know. I'm cranking out these videos for you all. I hope you can hear me over my AC and my baby in the backyard. I'm sorry, I should let you go. I'm sorry. Y'all, I'm in the hood, y'all, and we don't freak this girl. First the light went out, and they let the light be messed up forever. So you know how it's a 4-way street, everybody trying to go, and then they stop and okay, I'll let you go. Now it's a stop sign there, and it's just they need to put the light back. Like, why didn't y'all put the light there? If this was the county, y'all would have fixed that light and it would have been fixed. Like, y'all wouldn't have to put a dang on stop sign up. Put up a freaking stoplight. Like, anywho, y'all, I'm sorry, I'm just ranting. But anyways, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe in the comment section. If you are a new nurse, or you're graduating soon, in the comment section, I want you to put want you to put in what you believe is your strength, what's going to strengthen you as a nurse, what's going to help you to get through certain things, and then also put down something that you want to work on and that you feel like you can develop as you become a nurse. So put that in the comment section for me. I will let you know what mine was. So first, starting off, I would say my strength was that I had already worked in the field. I was in the facility that I knew I was going to work as a nurse, and I'm always a curious person. I don't mind just jumping in and being like, okay, let me do it. I might feel kind of like a little like apprehensive, a little nervous, but I try to overcome my nerves so that I can get to the next level in life. And I think that's very, very important. I would say something that I had to work on when I became a nurse was delegation, that's what she said. She watched my video about delegation. I really had to work on that because I'm one of those people, I'm not gonna sit here and keep telling you to do something. Like, you know it needs to get done. I'll just freaking do it myself. And you know what? You can't do everything yourself, and as a nurse, you shouldn't have to do everything yourself. Okay. Okay. All right, so that's that, you all. Thanks again for watching. Make sure you join the YourFavNurseB Facebook group. Follow me on Instagram at YourFavNurseB #1, and also go check out my other channel, Stay Forever True. I'll put a link in the description box for you all, for us to go. I'll put a link in the description box for you all. And that channel is basically a lifestyle channel. Me, my kids, we're doing vlogs, doing vegan, vegetarian videos, stuff like that. Alright, y'all, I'm about to pick up my niece and we're about to head on out for the day. Thanks for watching. Peace. Now the lighting want to look good.